What's up, YouTube? It's everybody's favorite Browns podcaster, if not soon to be favorite, because you know how we get down, man. We keeps it real, we keeps it short, we keep it to the point. Let's get into it. So we got a couple things going on. So we got some smoke regarding Myles Garrett trade I'm going to get into. We got Shedeur Sanders going into the offseason prepping to be QB1, and we trying to build an offense around that. And we got a little bit of interesting stuff about the past and, with Kevin Stefanski and Jarvis Landry. We're going to dive into it. So first and foremost, Myles Garrett trade smoke. They saying that we're going to trade Myles Garrett and the Dallas Cowboys might offer us 2 first-rounders and a first-rounder next year. So I don't want to trade Myles Garrett. I'd say no. But if we did say yes, I think that we could still make some really good moves. They got some good edges in this draft. And, it's a pretty deep draft in a lot of positions. I know D-line is pretty deep. It's got some decent running backs. Got a lot of guys running some really good 40 times. We got some options. But I don't want to give up Myles Garrett because Myles Garrett is a generational player like Reggie White or something like that. So I'm good, but it is enticing. Next order of business, we got 12, man. We about to get 12. A serviceable offense, man. My goal, if it were me, I would go Carnell Tate or Jordan Tyson if he's available, whichever. Carnell Tate would be my preference. I would go there 6, go left tackle at 24, and then maybe trade up if need be, but at 39 or somewhere in the 30s, go for another receiver because I think Denzel Boston might slip, and I think he's a prime-time player. So if he could slip to 39, definitely taking Denzel Boston, then best available throughout the rest of the draft. And we have a lot of picks in the 5th round. And I know that 5th round draft picks ain't everybody's cup of tea, but Shedeur Sanders was a 5th round draft pick. Just saying. Finally, we got Jarvis Landry talking about Kevin Stefanski in 2020 and saying that he gave up play calling to AVP Alex Van Pelt. And so whether or not that's true, only they know. I can only agree with whatever Jarvis Landry says because he was on the field and in the huddle and in the meeting rooms. I wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to disagree with him. And I'm going to say that's pretty interesting, man. I don't think that it negates Kevin Stefanski deserving those awards because in 2020, that was a tumultuous season with the COVID and everything. And so to be able to give us our second playoff berth since 2003 in that circumstance says a lot. Then, the following year, even though he gave up play calling when Joe Flacco went on that run, it was still a very improbable playoff run. And I personally won thousands of dollars off of those games. So I love Kevin Stefanski for that, but I don't think he's a good play caller. You know what I'm saying? I think his play calling days are over. I like Todd Monken. I like his creativity. I like how adaptable he is. Looking forward to 26, baby.